Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I've got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I've got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
All right, listen up. Before we begin this masterpiece, we're all current or former law enforcement officers. We've seen our share of humanity. But if you came here thinking we give a shit about your feelings, you are sadly mistaken. So if you're a snowflake, we'll give you just a minute to turn this mother off, all right? Now, for the non-pussified. This is the midweek news show of the Motorcop Chronicles podcast. The only place where you'll find unfiltered, unedited, and raw discussions about law enforcement, crime, and everything in between. We love discussing the good, the bad, and the downright bizarre stories involving cops and criminals. So get ready for some raw comedy blended with our unapologetic opinions. We're diving deep into the headlines, breaking down the latest news about our brothers and sisters in blue and the criminals they deal with.
For a parking problem.
You'll be laughing 1 minute and shaking your head the next. It's funny and maddening all at the same time, just like the world of law enforcement. This is the midweek news show of the Motorcop Chronicles podcast. And here are your hosts, the Iceman, with co-hosts Holstera and Freebird.
Well, Freebird's not here tonight.
Yeah, that kind of sucks ass.
Fuzzy hat meeting night.
Better. We got Aaron.
It's a fuzzy hat meeting night. So Hoppy, you safe? Hoppy said he's from an undisclosed location on the interstate ramp, trying to stay away from Freebird. You got to stay away from him.
Might have to watch out for T-Bird, though. T-Bird might be sneaking up on him.
I know they did last night they did a $5,000 night. Wow. One night.
Well, I guess
one night. I told him, I said, motherfucker, you got to get that plane that I sent you. Soon you can be able to afford that shit. One night.
That's right. Well, that's the thing is it's a passion that he really cares about, and it's something that him and T-Bird can do together. They love it. It's an amazing thing. It really
Billy,
is. Good afternoon, everybody. I can't really see who's here. I'm not really seeing the chat system.
Billy,
We're getting
that's
changed
not
over.
that's Aaron. That's not the box, Billy.
No, yeah, that's Aaron.
Yeah. I mean,
Don't you ever put Aaron down like that.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, I don't know what
I'm a little more reliable, damn it.
I don't know.
Oh shit!
I don't know what kind of monster you did create, Hoppy.
Right, Hoppy, he's done turned that shit into a whole ass career move.
Yeah, I done told him. I said, God, them damn Skittles.
Yeah.
I
I wanted to think about something because I was I was sitting out front earlier and I was thinking, I was like, wasn't it almost a year ago we almost lost Freebird? Ain't it so weird that I don't know, man.
I don't know how long it's been. I guess it's been almost a year, close to it.
Yeah,
when he almost died in the hospital.
Sure.
And he's definitely ended up it's a good thing. All this good stuff happening to him. He met T-Bird. T-Bird is an amazing woman. He is a lucky man. So it's
if it wasn't for her, he'd probably be dead.
He'd be dead. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is like all of this stuff, and it couldn't have happened to a better dude. People think that we might not be close or whatever, but this is like one time a week we all get to hang out as best friends and bullshit. So that's why a lot of, and we'll talk about like First Amendment shit later on in the show, but this is really a safe space. I mean, it's a constitutional safe space where every single person on the show is allowed to say
there
what
ain't
they
nothing
have
safe about this.
Right,
exactly. Does that mean I can start waving a gun around? And
I mean, if you want to, I mean, I don't know why would you? Why would you?
If I can't, if I'm on the show,
not exactly
I can't
the
get thrown in
First
Facebook
Amendment,
jail, but I
more
can get the whole
second.
show booted.
You might. I'm waiting for that to happen. I already got kicked off at Twitch.
Yep.
What's up, Roy?
It's gonna happen.
He says, "What y'all? You're on a date with your wife. All right. Well, go enjoy your time with mom, and you can just watch or listen to the broadcast later."
Absolutely. Or hey, she needs to be a fan too. Everybody loves Holstera. Buy her a shirt.
He's so full of himself.
They're more comfortable than everybody else.
He really thinks earlier today he said all his shirts were made out of chest hair.
They are out of my chest.
That's disgusting.
The finest Mongolian chest hair from
just
direct from
nasty.
Mongolia.
Just nasty.
That's not chest hair. That's pathetic.
That's fuzz.
I know, right? It's like it's definitely growing up here though.
It's armpit hair. That's what it is. All right, let's get this housekeeping out the way. If anybody would like a great cigar, go to mypatriotcigar.com. Order yourself some cigars. Use promo code Motorcop15. Get 15% off your order. If you order $100 or more, you'll get free shipping. If you want any merchandise, go to MotorcopChronicles.com, or you can go straight to the Etsy store. It's the newest shirt I just put out. I got on. It says "Only Felons."
You put out
with Trump, and it says 2024.
I love it.
With my little logo right there. Only Felons.
Little play on words.
Yeah.
Felons.
So
I like it.
So you can go pick that up there at the store. Put them out yesterday or a couple days ago. If you want any more episodes, extra Motorcop Chronicles, pictures, videos, all the good stuff, you can go over to
you can go to Feet Finder where he sells his pictures of his
Patreon and sign up there. Patreon. Yeah, we got our full crew members. We got we got Alex Owens, who I saw just got their mug in the mail delivered. We got Kelly Meyer.
What?
We got Jared Nitrous, Motorcop for Life. We got Mr. William Gibo, who's always in the chat with us. We got Dan Crossman with Burley Boards. Go pick you up a Burley board. You can use it for popping bad guys in the head, beating the shit out your kids, or just spanking your wife.
He definitely named the company right, Burley Board, because I'm convinced, like, if your truck's stuck, you could just put it under your tire and use it to drive out. You could hit somebody that's trying to rob you. I mean, I had one. It's one of the most beautiful items I've ever had in my kitchen. It's worth it. Y'all go check him out.
We got T-Bird. We got Mr. Hoppy Hoppus, our favorite truck driver. We got Aaron, who's sitting there. Looks like he's sitting next to me from I Had to Say It podcast. We got Mr. Z Palmer. We got Roy Spalding. That's Roy with the S, not Roy with the P. Our favorite girl from down under, JoJo. We have Kayla Norris and Natasha from great state of Washington. Appreciate every single one of y'all helping me keep the lights on over here in the old clubhouse. You are correct on that right there, Jim.
Let's go,
So,
Brandon.
look, look at this cup I got. It's pretty cool, huh? Look. Mm-hmm. We the people.
Yeah, I'm gonna need my favorite Cajun queen to make me a cup eventually. It would be nice.
She'd make this cup.
Oh
no, I know that.
I'm sure she'll make it for you, but you're gonna have to drive there to go get it.
I'll go get it. Yeah, because you can't rely on him to mail shit, man.
What?
But I told you guys, his post office
I think
is literally they
the
still
mics
have
are breaking
wagons that
up.
Show up once a fucking day.
Mike is breaking up. Can't hear.
Too loud or?
Well, we're gonna start out in New York. Oh, I want to make this announcement, everybody. I just want to say, happy Juneteenth to everybody. Baton Rouge is already up to 2 shootings, with possibly some dead already. So, I mean, happy Juneteenth to everybody. We love to shoot each other on a holiday that was made up anyway.
Technically, aren't they all made up?
Well, yeah, I did see in your neck of the woods. Your neck of the woods, they had 49 people shot over the weekend. So
we're at like 50. So I'm.
I mean, happy Juneteenth. Go to Chicago, get killed. Go to Baton Rouge, get shot up. I mean, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. Visit a blue city on Juneteenth. See how that works out for you. So you want to start us out in the Big Crapple?
Yeah, you hear me now, right?
We could hear you before. He was just talking shit because we were dunking on him.
Oh, jackass.
Yeah, I was making up shit.
Dude, I've been over here checking my fucking settings ever since you said that. You're a dick.
Clint, he's got a fuzzy hat meeting tonight.
Anyway, in true Holstera fashion, I only read the highlights, so here we go, folks. Body worn camera or BWC, that doesn't stand for big white cock. I promise it does not. BWC video, NYPD cop saves 5 puppies from suffocating in a bag. Woman arrested. I told Iceman the minute I read it, I think this woman should have stopped breathing. There is a level of stupidity that you cannot cure from people. So this woman, loose termed, decided she was going to sell pit bull puppies. I personally think she was fucking killing them. Shoved them inside of a bag and closed it with no air holes. So now these animals are in the sun, in the heat, in this bag, sealed, not being able to breathe. They're sweating. So I guess the officers noticed the bags were moving or some shit and was like, let me see that. He cut it open and found all these puppies. The bitch wanted to say that she's what we now refer to on this show as Capital Charlie. She said that the officers were too rough while they were handcuffing her. This is one of those instances. Yeah, don't abuse animals, people.
Not around us anyway. Let me tell you what.
Not around me, because I'll tell you what, I'm not an officer anymore, and thank God, because if I seen somebody trying to kill a dog or anything in a fucking bag, especially a puppy, I am going to try Jesus, not me. I'm playing hands. It's happening. That's just fucking sick. It is.
You know what I think should be done to her?
Straight in the
Put
fucking
her in
wood
a
chipper.
plastic bag?
No.
I
just thought of
and
this.
then straight in the Hudson.
No, I just thought of this. It popped in my head while you run your mouth over there, Ostera. Take a shit ton of catnip and insert it in her asshole, and then
put her in the middle of one of them cat people's houses.
Yeah, and put her in like a crazy cat lady's house, and see what happens.
Amazing. And then, because and you tell the cat lady what she did to them puppies.
Yeah, and
and because that cat lady ain't gonna give a
they're
fuck.
Gonna get that. She is gonna get cat scratch fever all over her ass.
Yep.
Funny you should mention cat scratch fever.
And then dip her in alcohol.
That's why there was no episode this week, Billy.
You had cat scratch fever?
Yeah, like legitimately. it was a combination of being overheated from a work thing on Friday, and Thursday night I was playing around with our cat, and he missed the little thing on a stick and wound up snagging my leg with his tooth. And I thought I cleaned it out real good, and by Saturday night I was running like 103-degree fever. So
shit.
Yeah, turns out cat scratch fever is
a real thing. Oh, we almost.
I went to the doctor, and that's exactly what he said.
Whoa. Well, what'd they give you?
Catnip.
Catnip?
Nah, they gave me some antibiotics that are like. I feel like they should be buying me a drink before I take them. They're very very large pills, which is surprising because they're white. But
you sure they weren't suppositories? Yeah, I mean, you weren't supposed to stick that in your butt.
I'm at the point where I might start. It'd probably be easier.
You better check first. Don't do that. That shit has negative effects. Like people would put dope up their ass because I guess it bypasses the liver straight to their system. They OD bad.
Yeah.
So
Holster had a full head of hair, and he was trying to come in from Mexico and sneak some Rogaine in, and he stuck it in his butt, and look what happened. All his freaking hair fell out. But his ass is hair.
Just relocated.
But his anus is hairy as shit right now.
No, I came in through that the pass in Chihuahua. Yeah.
I do have a video on the dog thing. If y'all
stuffed inside of this.
Look at them, baby. Look at them.
We'll let it play.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to keep my hands off her.
But we're gonna play, and then I'll make my comment. See if y'all see it, or it's just me because I'm an asshole.
Sack of a push cart. The NYPD says the dogs were overheated and dehydrated. The woman carrying them around now faces a bunch of charges. Fox 5's Teresa Priola talked with the rookie cops who came to their rescue.
The rookie cops.
Please help me. 5 puppies helped in the nick of time, saved before they suffocated to death inside of a pink backpack on Beach Channel Drive in Far Rockaway.
I think that one needs water.
The pit bull puppies piled one on top of each other, gasping for air and desperate for water.
She came out and another individual stopped her. She asked her, she said, "What a nice dog, what a cute puppy. What are you doing with it?" And she said, "I'm selling them." And went further into saying, "I have the rest of them in the bag."
Rookie officers Lucas Push and Brian Chen were first on scene. They heard 44-year-old Shirley Medina talking about selling the dogs. When they saw the bag, they called for backup, and Officer Glickman arrived.
I tried my best to open up the top of the bag, and this tiny little snout came through the top of the bag. Couldn't get the rest of it open, took my knife, cut the bag open, and that's when 5 other puppies came flooding out.
Medina was seen walking around the Dollar General before this happened. Chris Pimentel was on duty.
I'll turn my head. There's some woman just selling puppies out her purse for like 500, 600. I'm like, yo.
Like, yo! I mean, did you find the stupidest mother to put on TV?
They always do. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yo! You're selling dogs, yo! I mean,
no, I think he was more dumbfounded. 500 for a pit bull. It's like, bro, they give that shit
out of
in the South.
Tuition and
They ain't even got papers.
As dog lovers, these officers feel grateful they could intervene.
Now, this part coming up, I'm like, listen to it, you know it's got to be from some big city shit.
Our job is to serve and protect. And I feel like that day we protected the lives of the puppies.
That's New York, sir. Just let him be. He wanted to say something. I'm surprised if they don't fire all these cops.
Never mind. I'm trying to be. I'm just.
Now with the ASPCA, the officers hope to adopt them, but despite the fact that they rescued them, they aren't given priority. The officers need.
Yep, every cop got one to take home.
Listen to this part now. This is I was like, what? Listen to this part.
The officers need to apply for adoption just like everybody else, but if they do get,
you got to apply for adoption to adopt a dog. You know what we do in the South down here, fellas?
Take them home with you.
We would have just took the dogs home with us. If we do decide to go adopt a dog at a pound, you go to the pound, you pick a dog out, you give like 50, 60, 70 bucks, and you bring the dog home with you. That's what you do.
Well,
do you have to do through a court proceeding here? You have to apply to adopt a dog?
Well, the whole concept behind having to pay for the dog is to make sure that the person has financial responsibility to purchase the animal. I do understand that aspect.
Well,
but
ours
in
is
this
to.
aspect, these are certified police officers for the state of New York. Those dogs are now going to be a burden on the New York State taxpayers. If they wanted to take them home, it is now saving the taxpayers dollars. They should have had to they should have been able to take them fucking directly.
Yeah, they should have just brought them home. But now listen, with if they say if they're allowed to adopt these dogs, they already pick names out.
They say they already have names picked out.
Red for the Redfern houses. We have Pinson, which is the street right here, and Horton, which is this block right here. And then for the 3.
Who's gonna name the poor dog? You gonna name this dog Horton?
I like it. It's almost like a warden, but
I don't know. It's like Horton. Like Horton. Like no.
Oh, hey,
Horton cats.
No, like a whore.
No, you think about herding
like you're
cats,
hoarding
fucker.
cats.
Not hoarding cats, herding cats.
No, I was thinking about like the lady that has 900 cats.
But yeah, so like these dogs.
When you got, your house smells like fucking ammonia every time somebody comes over, and
that's bad litter boxes.
I'm just saying. Well,
that is lazy individuals.
I had to do a couple of. I worked a summer working for a guy that flipped houses, and we would go, and I had to clear out a couple of hoarder houses.
Once that shit's in the AC, you're fucked.
You wouldn't have to. It wouldn't get in the AC so much if you stopped flipping the house over before he took the litter box out. The shit wouldn't get in the vent.
They actually make a cat litter box. It's hilarious, and you just walk up to it and flip it over violently.
Well, they got
the cat shit. The cat shit falls out, and I'm like, what if you forget the cat's in there? And
they got these new ones that every time the cat gets out, it spins around in a circle and shit. And
it's like a washing machine.
I don't know.
Yeah. I was watching them.
I kind of want to get one just to stop the dog from trying to sneak into the cat box.
Bullshit! You want to poop in it. That's what you want to do. I had the same idea.
Shh.
Then you pressurize
Don't tell my wife.
Oh, the hell. All right, Aaron. You were next. I do have a video to play after you talk about it.
All right, this first one here from me is Portland, Oregon, to the shock of nobody who hears this story. It will not surprise anybody. Okay, so it's a dash cam video. A child pornography suspect stole a Homeland Security video, leading police on a high-speed chase. So this sex offender, who they were serving a warrant on, was placed in the passenger seat of a Homeland Security vehicle, uncuffed, while the agents were searching his home. He heard one of the agents over the vehicle's windows open, and the officers standing outside the vehicle. Here's one of the officers saying they discovered a concealed cell phone. The suspect says, "This is not going to go good for me." Like, literally, that's in quotes. This is not going to go good for me. He proceeds to lock the doors, slide over to the driver's seat, and book. And that's the general gist of it. There's police and dash cam body footage showing officers deploying a spike strip multiple times, which he avoided. And he drove and evaded police.
They can hear him on the fucking radio, the dumbass.
Yeah, and so he led him on a high-speed pursuit.
Yes, sir.
Sorry.
On 60 seconds.
Getting up to nearly 120 miles per hour. The vehicle contained 2 firearms and additional police gear stored in a lockbox. But if he had the keys to the vehicle, I'm assuming the keys to the lockbox were probably on the same key ring because
they're hidden in the car usually.
Yeah, they're there somewhere. So theoretically, this could have gone really bad. So suspect drives. Police evaded. He evaded the spike strips. They hit him with a pit. The video shows him coming out of the wreckage, both hands in the air. Was arrested on his outstanding warrant and federal child pornography charges. So
wow, fucking hot nuts candidate.
You were definitely
exactly,
right
Jason.
We do have video.
Stuffed inside of
did he take the puppies and run because they made him do a fucking interview process to get the dog? Because that I would understand, Dick.
He had to get spiked somewhere because he's on a rim over here. He's on a rim, so he had to get spiked at some point.
They just counted as unsuccessful because it didn't stop the vehicle. But Iceman, while this is playing, standard policy for a warrant being served for people inside, they are handcuffed and placed where?
Well, you put them in the back of the car, but you make sure the windows aren't down. Or
usually you put them in the front yard. If there's a lot, on a warrant, I've set them in the front yard.
Well, usually you don't leave them out there by themselves.
No. You got to have an officer with him. But I would never let him sit in the damn car with all my shit unhandcuffed if he's a fucking suspect.
Well, he won't be sitting in that car anymore because it's totaled.
No, but they're going to put him in this car and not put him in handcuffs. And he's going to steal this one, too.
We'll just get a little
look. I think these were locals, not feds, so they probably were a little smarter.
They might not fuck it up then, right?
He's like, look, he don't even have handcuffs on now. So where's the handcuffs went? How did he get him completely off?
No, he was uncuffed.
Oh, they just set him in the car?
They just told him, here, wait here.
Wait here, look, play solitaire on my computer.
Right. Like here. Like there's the shotgun if you need it. Just go and click it and shoot me with it on the way back to the car.
I mean, he's got a bad back. I mean, shit. Poor fella.
He looks like the type that has a secret cell phone full of child porn.
Oh, yeah, look at him.
I mean, I've handcuffed motherfuckers with one arm. It's you just handcuff to their damn belt loop. Little crackheads, you interlock the damn... No, fuck that. Everybody goes in handcuffs. And got the fucking suspect. Sorry.
He had everything. He had to make a getaway. I mean, well, they just left him in a car like by himself.
I mean, he could have very easily gotten into a shootout with the officers using their shit.
Look, Mr. Pedophile, look, my call signs, Smokey. So if they call Smokey on the radio, would you just answer them for me, too, while we're at it?
Right.
I mean, just completely.
There's crib notes with all the codes on there.
Yeah.
And you guarantee that they had another Fed in the back behind all those local boys going, all right, we're approaching this street. We're approaching this street. They're going to try the spike strip. So the guy knew exactly what the fuck to avoid. I mean, like the whole thing was fucked from the get-go. This is, I think the cop not putting him in handcuffs is a fucking hot nut.
Yeah, right. We all know talking about hot nuts. We almost forgot something. We forgot to do Roy's Corner. So while we're going to jump on into that before I go into my story. So, y'all ready?
Go for it.
Okay, just sit tight.
Welcome to Roy's Did You Know Corner, where Roy will let us know something that is totally useless, and we will have information living in our minds, rent-free for no good reason at all. So shut the fuck up and listen to what Roy has to tell us.
Did you know that today is Go Fishing Day? Now, that is my kind of day. It is a day to go out and bring home a healthy, tasty meal for your family and relax at the same time. So drop a line into the nearest stream, pond, lake, or river, and don't go home until you have caught your limit. Roy out.
Well, that was a good one, Roy. Oh, shit. Duke.
I want to...
Duke. What are you doing here? Oh, God.
Duke the dog here. Damn. Roy, you got me on that one. It was really nice. It brought back a memory of me and my dad. He went fishing one day. Said he would be back when he caught his limit. That was 7 years ago. I guess the fish are not biting where he went. Dad, I hope you catch them fishies soon. I am hungry. If anyone happens to see my doggy dad, let him know. I am still waiting.
Well, that's just poor Duke. I mean, shit. I mean, Roy did a nice one, and Duke's got post-traumatic father syndrome over here now. I mean, Duke's dad went fishing and never come back.
Yeah,
so, I mean, I don't know who's. I don't know. Duke's got a very bad sense of humor sometimes.
Oh God.
I don't know who thinks of that stuff up. Kelly says she has a piece of shit like that guy living 2 doors down from her. Well, keep your blinds closed.
I think we need a T-shirt that says, pedophiles for wood chippers.
Yeah, that would be great. My story is I had to switch mine because when I sent y'all, I realized that when I was putting the video up, I said, we did this like a week or so ago, and I didn't want to do the same damn story. So I just threw myself an extra one in here. This one, there's a crossing guard that got herself arrested recently. What the hell could a crossing guard do? She was giving.
They hit the fucking car with the seat or the stop sign.
No, she was giving.
I've had
she was giving kids vapes and shit.
Like weed vapes?
I don't think they were weed vapes.
I'm sorry.
I think I know exactly who you're talking about.
And
then they got no high speed pursuit.
This is the crossing guard.
Who would let her be a fucking crossing guard? Is there no standards now?
Hey, Roy P loves her.
Roy loves a lot of shit, but I would even advise, or I don't even know how to speak right now. Fucking, I would advise Roy to not touch anything. No, ma'am, no, sir. Just no.
We
Aaron, what's your shirt say?
It says offend everyone.
Love it.
So this is her. This is Miss Lee. Now we see what she looks like, right? Kind of scary. That's not even the best part of it.
Been arrested. 26-year-old Kiara Lee is
she a midget? Yup. Is she
She's like 4 feet
charges?
tall. She's like 4 feet tall. Look at her.
She's the same size as the 6th graders.
Well, they'd have a lot of fun with her on
charged with
OnlyFans.
giving marijuana and e-cigarettes to young students at Penwood Middle School. It is Wednesday night.
Bitch, she looks like a young student.
Joining us on the Big Story in Action News is the arrest
I
of
would
that
think-
crossing guard in Darby, Delaware County.
Authorities say along with giving
I
kids
would really
marijuana, she was
I
also
would think they let
contacting at least one
a
student
kid be a
via
crossing
text
guard. I'd be
messages.
pissed.
Action reporter
I don't know
Like, I would
how
be
good
pissed.
she
I'd
was.
be like, who's got this kid out
Because
here?
if
in
you were
the
in
highway?
if you were in one of them gay squatted trucks with her being across the guard, you talking about Splatsville. Never
Oh,
seen
yeah,
her
she'd
little
be dead.
ass
I mean,
out there.
Even in my old truck, it's like the
No.
shit that you can't.
I might not see her in my Focus.
Right? She's fucking small, dude. It's like a
Stacy said,
toddler.
"Leave that man alone."
Leave
Kelly
that
likes
man
it.
alone.
Says,
She got a mustache.
Clint said he'd put his hot nuts on her forehead. She's a step stool crossing guard. I mean, look, she's just so tiny.
Like, I mean, I don't have anything against short people, but like, she can't be a crossing guard because like they need to be able to like say, you know, they got to be able to at least see the tags over the kid's head.
I mean, it's like she could tell if they had deodorant on right now. Just
Right,
Okay.
I would be worried. You know, oh god.
Were there last night as
What
police
is she like, Bridget the midget? But like a
she's
man?
not. She's not a midget though. She's short. Look how she's
No,
built.
The definition midget is like
She's
4
not a
foot
dwarf.
something.
She's still under 4'10". She's a midget.
There you go.
She's not built like a midget.
I love it when Aaron's around. Instant fact checker.
Shackled. She faces a list of charges, including possession of drugs and corruption of minors. Investigators say she used.
If this dude right here, if this big fucker right here happened to trip right now, he's a good.
Be an enema.
This fucker's about 300 pounds plus. Okay, if this guy right here would trip, if he accidentally tripped and fell on Miss Lee, dead. She would just die. She would like
She'd
just
be DRT, baby, DRT.
SRT splatted right there. He just like splatter. Just, I mean, look how little she is. It's just,
Darby.
you just want to go
over there.
You just want to go pat her on the head.
I mean, it's bad because that cop really isn't that fat. It's just next to her.
I mean, well, she probably weighs like 80 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, if you look, I mean, his gun
If
is
that.
the size of her arm, her forearm. So, I mean, she's fucking tiny as shit.
I'm just going to say it. I got to say it. You ready?
What?
As tiny as she is, my dick would look so big in her hands. It'd be pathetic. I would be like, yeah! Because, I mean, them little bitty hands. I'm sorry, I just had to say it. That's what I was thinking.
As a crossing guard at an intersection near Penwood's Middle School to get close to kids and gave at least one child edible marijuana.
Oh, she did give them weed.
Said a crossing guard protecting children. Instead, she's using.
Did they have cancer?
To know children.
She thought they were all friends. They were the same height.
County District Attorney said,
Right.
looking to see if more
Y'all want to
kids
come
got
over and
drugs
have a
from Lee. In the
sleepover?
affidavit
Hang
obtained
out
by
with my
Action
cousin
News,
Michael.
At least 4
Jackson.
kids were interviewed by police.
You can imagine a child who's taken edible marijuana and is sitting in a classroom is not exactly paying attention
Right,
to
Billy.
becoming an A student. According to investigators,
Let's
Lee
be
gave
honest,
Baker-
they're
You could
probably
be an
not
A
missing that much.
student on. No, this is the crossing guard. They're all doing drugs.
Billy,
They're
all I got to
fucking-
say is that's
Including
a whole,
the principal's doing drugs.
it's an untapped business right here. Think about the business setup, okay? You take a little bitty person like her, and you have, you know, and you have her like hold your penis in your hand and take a picture of it. And so it's like, well, look how big, you know, size and perception. And you charge,
call it ego strokes.
You charge people for this service. I mean, you make a fortune.
I mean, it would look huge because she's got to use 2 hands, So
yeah, I mean,
and wrap her feet around you too.
I mean,
not on Iceman's, but maybe on Freebird.
I don't know what's
There's
that
got to
around
be
her
something
mouth.
that keeps them coming around.
So I mean,
dirt around her mouth.
It
might be shit. She got the dirty Sanchez.
She might have got the dirty Sanchez. But anyway, she's looking. Roy P. When you listen to this, so you might want to come watch it and check it out.
I think it might be a man, baby, a man.
I don't think it's a man.
Is this next one me?
The next one is you.
This fucking moron. So, going back to like constitutional rights and everything, I've always said that they're important, but some people are fucking retarded, and we should have a manual that excludes these people. We really should. And it just like the first thing out of their mouth is, "I don't have to listen to you. I'm a sovereign citizen." After that, just fucking tase them. Tase them. Break the fucking window out of the car. Drag them out of the fucking window. Drag them back to your cop car and shove them in the fucking shithole until the judge sees them in the morning and tells them how full of shit they fucking are. Okay, that's how the manual should go. Not 45 minutes on the side of the road going, "I'm not going with you. I'm not going with you." And then calling officers and threatening their fathers and showing up at their houses. Nothing pisses cops off more. Fuck with my family. If you fuck with my family, all bets are off because that badge does not matter to me anymore. Okay, I promise you that shit fucking sails. You come anywhere near my family. These cops were very nice, 45 minutes. Okay? If I worked at a police department and you showed up at their father's house and threatened to kill him, I promise you that small child would have been slid slowly to the side and I would have decked your ass and dragged you to my car and you would have got lit the fuck up the entire way there. Don't mess with our families. We don't come to your house and fuck with your families.
Had that happen to me 10 years ago when I was a uniform guy. This guy I arrested not too far from where I lived, knew where I lived at, and he's a shitbag. So when I was arresting him, he happened to make a comment. He's like, "Well, I know where you live." And so, all right. I locked him up, did my job. Well, I let the sheriff himself know what the guy said. I said, "I'm just," because I wanted to warn him. I said, "Boss," yep. I said, "I'm just let you know. What's his face said this. He does know where I live." I said, "I'm just going to let you know if he shows up at my residence with my wife and my children." I said, "I'm going to make." I said, when I make the call for y'all to come out, just send the coroner's van with y'all because all you're going to need is a body bag. Because he will not walk. I said, he will not walk. I said, when he walks on my property, he will not walk off of it. I guarantee you that. I don't know who the sheriff talked to and everything, but judging and stuff, but he ended up sitting in jail, I don't know, like 6 or 7 months with no bond and shit and stuff. And then when I did see him at Walmart one time, he was walking in and I was walking down the aisle. He saw me. I locked eyes with him. And I locked eyes with him and didn't let go. He turned around and walked back out because all he had to do was fart in my direction and I was going to drop his ass right there.
Yep. Because that's the thing is a lot of people don't realize about the safety of police officers and their families and their children. We may never see an inmate for 25 years. They might be sentenced to 25 years. Well, we only work for 25 years. 25 years later, after Johnny fucking shitbag's been sitting in there pumping iron, thinking about how to murder you and your entire family, gets out of prison, and somebody just happens to tell somebody our address and where we live. There's federal laws that protect us as police officers across this great nation. Thanks to our former President George Bush. He passed a shit ton of laws protecting officers. So people who play games with that, it's not a fucking game at all. At all.
I do have a video. Let's see. We'll see. That's not him.
That might be him.
Police was arrested.
This is the dirtbag right here.
Him with a weave.
This is the dirtbag.
Again, for what he said to them in a phone call about that initial.
And let me tell you what, these sovereign citizens are so fucking stupid, is they will actually call and make us like, are you that stupid? Yes, they are. They're that stupid.
arrest. Now Sean Bonner is facing a far more serious charge. Victor Williams has the body cam and the phone call from Farmington Hills.
Well, the police department and the county prosecutor took these threats very seriously, but how we got here to begin with is a wild ride in itself.
We beating the out of every single last one of y'all cops up there, I'm telling you.
24-year-old Sean Bonner has been arrested for making terrorist threats against the Farmington Hills Police Department.
He indicated that he was going to bring a gang to not only assault our officers, but to shoot and kill our officers.
This incident from several days prior is why
Terroristic
officers say
threats.
Bonner was so angry. The 24-year-old is said to be a member of the Sovereign Citizen Movement, which is an anti-government extremist group. He was pulled over in a traffic stop by Farmington Hills officers after it was discovered he had a warrant for resisting arrest. Chief Jeff King says body cam video shows him jumping into the backseat of his girlfriend's car and using his kids as a way to avoid going to jail.
Taser.
Kind of. Well, you don't want to do it. They got kids in the back seat with him now. He jumped in.
Taser ain't never killed no child.
He jumped in the back seat with these kids, using these kids as a shield. That's the biggest type of piece of shit ever. That's a big giant piece of shit.
Pepper spray.
Retreated back into a seat, barricading himself between the two young infants.
Police eventually make an arrest after
And if that dumb bitch is still with him after all this shit, you need to take them kids away.
No, what
because
they should have
she
done,
shouldn't
because
have
this
kids.
was already handled improperly. The fact that she was doing that with her children in the car already states that she don't need to be a fucking mother anymore. Okay? Because once your kids are in the car, you have to step up your level of safety. Okay, you're supposed to care. Okay, so the fact that she wanted that to happen, she should have not had her children. They should have been taken into DCF custody, and she should have been charged with child endangerment. Because otherwise, she should have been grabbing her boyfriend and saying, "Get the fuck out of my car, you piece of shit."
If you start to go to date somebody and they say, "Well, I'm a sovereign citizen," that should be your cue to fucking get out of Dodge.
Kick them in the dick.
Yeah.
Unless they're on their own property. You can be a sovereign citizen. I'm a sovereign citizen, when I'm at home. Okay? Iceman's a sovereign citizen right now because he's on his own fucking property. That means, okay, I can do a lot of shit as long as I don't cross that line. Okay? So you can't be a sovereign citizen driving a car down the fucking road. Sorry. It doesn't happen. Go buy yourself 10,000 acres, move in the middle of the fucking woods, and never see people again, or invite your other cult-like fuckers out there in the woods with you. But there's no reason you need to be out driving around. You're just uninsured and an asshole, because then you're going to crash into little Becky, and you can't afford to fucking pay for the damn car you just totaled.
But
let's
after
not get
making
too judgy
bail,
about buying 10,000 acres in the middle of the woods and moving the fuck away from everybody.
Hey, I want to do that. I want to
hit
live in
the lottery.
10,000 acres.
I'm building a compound.
But they can't do that. They don't have no
signs,
money.
But there would definitely be signs. That's what I'm saying. Normally, sovereign citizens do not own real estate. They don't believe in owning jack shit.
Well,
Not a
they're
car or
fucking
anything.
idiots,
Most of
but-
their cars aren't even registered. They just bought them for $100 from some dude that stole it 10 minutes ago.
allegedly started calling the police station.
The whole gang coming up there. We straight y'all. I'm telling you.
It even gets personal for one officer.
This individual was able to contact the family member of one of our officers and issue a threat.
Unsurprisingly, Bonner is tracked down and taken into custody in a similar fashion. Same barricaded situation with the girlfriend and kids.
So this stupid bitch
Charlie
is with the same dumb. See, she's just as dumb as he is. Take her kids away from him before these kids are just indoctrinated into this stupid shit. Because it's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time before you got to put bullets in this motherfucker. If she's in the way, so be it.
These kids are going to end up probably not anywhere near a normal education system either. Because if they don't believe in even registering a car, they're not going to register their kid to go to any type of school.
No,
just every child is entitled to a free public education, even if it is at home.
But she's back with him. Take the kids from him.
In the car, but this
100%.
time with new charges.
Our officers did a phenomenal
fucking
job
Detroit?
of negotiating and trying to talk him out of that car.
You know what? They should have
These guys deserve chevrons on their
fucking
sleeve.
negotiating with these stupid motherfuckers.
They shouldn't have had
For
to.
45
It lasted
minutes, we were able to,
45 minutes.
shatter the window and take
It
them into
shouldn't have
custody.
lasted more than 44. They should have seen
44 seconds.
Bonner was given a bond in the amount of $100,000. That charge, by the way, of making terrorist threats is a 20-year felony. Victor Williams, Local 4.
I wish they ain't gonna send that dude no more. Don't do no more. This is the new world of we give criminals hugs and fucking Rice Krispie treats because we don't want to hurt their feelings. That's what they do now. So fuck that dude. We'll be doing a story. We will be doing a story on him before long about him catching some lead.
He'll be shot, and then somebody will say that poor black man got killed. No, he's an asshole. Like I said, they should have just started off the whole, I'm a sovereign citizen. All right, just taser.
Yeah.
Just.
So we're going to Aaron with a sideshow story.
Yep. All right. So this lovely little gem is from San Jose, California. Reserve San Jose PD officer was trying to reach an injured person when his patrol. I can't talk today. His patrol car was overrun by spectators who prevented him from providing aid. Now, sideshows on the peninsula and in the South Bay draw large police responses because there are unruly crowds that throw things at cars and, in one instance, stomped on a patrol vehicle. Let's see, just before 7 p.m. on Saturday, police in a witness video indicated officers were called to the Winchester Boulevard west side of Santana Row after a spectator was hit by a vehicle participating in a sideshow. So, statement posted by Paul Joseph, the acting chief, said a reserve police officer was trying to reach the injured person when his car was overrun by spectators who prevented him from providing aid. Witness video, which is circulating on social media, shows several people punching and kicking the SUV as it backed out of the scene. One man wearing a ski mask jumped on the vehicle's hood and began stomping and kicking the windshield.
Gas pedal, brake pedal. That's all you got to learn.
Yeah,
gas pedal, brake pedal. Well, that's it. Get off my fucking car. I can tell you, Florida's been wild.
We're going to watch a video on in a minute. First of all, I don't know why they call these sideshows. There's no show about it. These are fucking criminals who are blocking the street.
It's a criminal takeovers.
Yep.
They do that in Chicago, right? Oh, quite a bit.
Yes, they do, and that's why I don't go to Chicago anymore. Well, it's one of the reasons I don't go to Chicago if I can help it. Although I did run into one of those when I was Ubering one time. It was great. It was a good time.
Being sarcastic.
I'm being extremely sarcastic.
That's why.
Arrested again for what he said to
be armed.
Today, San Jose police.
Yeah.
Personally, we're about to watch this video.
I'd rather be judged by 13 than carried by 6. Bob.
Well, this is California. Is probably why it didn't happen. This happened to me, especially in Louisiana. This guy, we'll watch. This guy's about to come through this windshield. He'd have caught lead because about this time I'm fearing for my life because he's coming through that windshield. If he wouldn't
now broke the windshield, which obstructs your vision, and now
watch how bad he breaks it.
Police say an officer was injured in a sideshow. Video of the violent incident was posted on social media. Police say a reserve officer was trying to get to an injured spectator at around 7 last night when an unruly crowd jumped on his SUV. They dented the vehicle and destroyed the windshield.
Oh, yeah.
The crowd dispersed once additional units arrived. The officer inside that SUV suffered minor injuries. The acting police chief called the behavior deplorable and said investigators are working now to identify those involved.
He must know Hillary. I'm just kidding.
First thing, fucker on the windshield, they should have had to cart him off because when he's like I said, you seen how bad that windshield was. He's about to come through
in Louisiana?
No.
Didn't that just happen in Louisiana? And an off-duty officer had to step out.
That wasn't in Louisiana. It wasn't in Louisiana. But
what was the outcome in that? Did we ever look it up?
The off-duty cop in that one, I think, got cleared.
I was going to say, yeah, he got cleared. So this guy's in a clearly marked patrol.
This is California, though. Basically, in California, the cops are not allowed to do nothing to you. They could have pulled him out of there, ass fucked him with catnip, and they would have told a criminal, "Bad boy, you shouldn't have done that." Charge him and then let him go with no bond.
Hey, at least it ain't as bad as New York. You can't even get a fucking dog to go home with you.
No, you can't even do that. So that right there should have been a shit. And until they start doing something about shit like that, these idiots, these piece of shit idiots are going to keep doing crap like this. He could at least, that fucker was up there. All he had to do is put it in gear and drive forward. Fuck that motherfucker.
Yep.
I hope he falls down and his neck snaps, okay? Do society a favor. Because somebody like that, they're just wasting good oxygen. They're just wasting oxygen.
And then somebody's going to yell, well, he got straight A's. You know, well, that's good that he did, but he's still a piece of shit because you didn't raise a fucking...
Straight A's and wokeism don't count.
Exactly. Well, you straight A's and being indoctrinated. Good fucking job. Good.
Well, it's like earlier when I texted Aaron to see if he wanted to come on, he said that he was thinking about, you know, that he thought he was going to go to a Juneteenth march and he was going to go to a pro-Palestine march. I told him
I got my Black Lives Matter bracelet on.
I told Aaron to wake up that he was having a woke mare right about then. So don't have woke mares.
Blue lives. Yeah, there you go.
Don't have woke mares. But until they start doing something in these blue cities, bullshit like that's going to keep happening.
Absolutely. Well, it's even happening in conservative cities. Politicians ain't politicians anymore, my friend. COVID killed them all. Now they're all just a bunch of overpaid pussies.
I'm about to read something to y'all that you're going to be like, what? Are you serious? And I'm like, yes, this story is completely real, people. I got it from Police One. Yeah, we're going to Oregon. We're going over to Oregon, okay? What's bad? What can bad happen in Oregon, right? Portland, you know, whatever else is in Oregon. Anyway, they have a new thing in Oregon, okay? In Portland, Oregon. Starting this fall, people that are found or caught with street drugs in Multnomah, or however you say it, county, you get a choice. So if the cops catch you with street drugs,
you smoke it all right now.
You get a choice, okay?
Or you throw it away.
The police can either arrest you or they can go bring you off to a drop-off center.
With the drugs? Do I get to keep the drugs?
Under the proposal now taking shape, the county won't require people caught with drugs to enroll in an abuse program. So even after you're caught with it, they're not going to make you go to a drug abuse program because that shit don't work anyway.
I want to know if they get to keep the drugs and go to the cool place. Is it like a place with flat screens and like pool tables?
I don't know.
Like,
It also
like Uber, but for druggies?
It also won't limit how often a person can opt for the so-called, so they can just do this over and over again and there's no limit. Police will have the authority to seize the drugs from the people, but they otherwise
they don't have to?
No, they have the authority to take the drugs. Now listen to this shit. Listen to this shit, okay? This is real shit, people.
Sounds like Uber with extra steps.
They have the authority to take the drugs, but the police don't have the discretion in a low-level drug offense to arrest the person. They have to give the person the option. If this person's only apparent crime and they're not harassing people or trespassing, the police must give them
allowed to take the drugs.
The police,
how are they allowed to take them? Smoke them?
No.
Because if that, I mean, that's an awful good incentive
Set
to be a
up
police officer.
like a lemonade shop, you know.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Police must give them the chance to avoid prosecution. The person will only need to check in at the drop-off center to satisfy the requirements. They just got to go, hey, I'm here, and turn around and fucking leave. That's all they got to do.
Only if a friend, they're all going to be ready to run as shit with some Nike Jordans on.
The county won't require people to undergo any substance abuse screening or get help for their addiction. They will be free. They will be free to walk away after checking in. But officials hope the center will serve as a gateway where people can connect with professionals. Oh my God! Anyway, it's still going. This is the most. Look how long it is too. It's just still going. It's fucking stupid. Basically, if you are in this county, you can get the police can catch you with the drug.
Unless you can get a job as a cop in that city, they say that you take the drugs.
They can keep but you're not going to go to jail ever. You have the choice. Look, Joe, yeah.
Why even enforce it? Why even enforce it as a patrolman? Why would you enforce that?
Joe, do you want me to bring you to jail, or you want to want Want me to drive you up the road and drop you off at the welcome center? Because the dealer's going to be right outside the door. So once you leave, you can buy some more drugs. This is the stupidest fucking shit ever. That's just like, if I was a cop, I'd be like, fuck it. I ain't even dealing with it.
Yeah,
I ain't dealing with it.
It's kind of like them old Southern laws, like you can't bathe a donkey on a Wednesday. It's like, I'm not enforcing that. It's fucking stupid. It shouldn't even be a law.
Can't wait for drug deals, yeah.
If I can't arrest them, then I have no reason to go in contact with them.
Do y'all have this in Chicago, man?
Fuck
drugs?
No.
They have drugs
You gotta
in
remember,
Chicago.
Oregon is. Well, no, we got plenty of drugs. I'm saying, but Oregon is the ones that legalized everything last year, isn't it?
They legalized it. Now they're saying, "Oh, it's not legal, but we're still not going to bring you to." You have the option. If you want to go to jail, we'll bring you. But who's the stupid motherfuckers like? Yeah, just lock me up.
Please.
Fucking tired. Just bring me to jail.
Are we talking like heroin, or are we talking like weed?
No, it's like
I don't
everything.
even consider weed
Any street drug
anymore.
Heroin.
You're talking about like heroin and fentanyl.
Yeah, any of it. Street drugs.
Mushrooms, ayahuasca.
What's the weight? What's the weight amount?
It didn't say. It just says street drugs.
There isn't one.
It just says street drugs.
So you're telling me that you could straight up walk in the middle of Walmart with a fucking kilo of heroin and set it on the fucking counter?
Yeah, but why would you want to waste your money? Because the cops are going to take it. And then they're gonna
get really fucked up.
No,
they're gonna take that with heroin.
No. Once the cops take your drugs, they're gonna bring you to the rest stop to drop you off, and then he's gonna hand the drugs over to his dealer friend who he's in business with, getting a kickback from. So he's gonna sell you the drugs that he just took from you back to you, okay?
Yep.
So
in a constant rotation, they're gonna keep selling that crack.
And then I'm just gonna wait up the road. I'm gonna pop your ass again, and I'm gonna bring you back to the place, and then let you buy your same drugs all over again.
The dealer just keeps calling the cops on you, you dumbasses. It's a beautiful cycle.
That's great.
And that cop can now afford to put his kids in private school.
Yeah.
It's fucking beautiful.
How did you, as a law enforcement officer, get that house in Hampton? Well, let me tell you what.
Because of bad fucking politics. That's how. When you make bad politics.
I was an entrepreneur.
Bad fucking politics. Yep. You create fucking what most would consider a crooked cop. It's fucking terrible.
Stupid. Okay, Holster.
Oh shit, we got to do this, huh? I was just enjoying myself. Hang on. I mean, like not physically enjoying.
Let me see your hands.
The hands.
See your hands. Oh, so look, no hands. Anyway, so this one really irritates the living shit out of me, and I'm gonna go through this kind of like we would do on an allegedly case, and not mention their race. And we're just going to see if anybody can guess if they're documented or not. Couple punches, throws bike at NYPD cops who questioned why kid was wandering alone. So this was another story where I just look at the pictures, read the headlines, and guesstimated. But I'll tell you something. So there was a 10-year-old boy playing in Queens. Okay, so it's up there in New York. So we know it's a completely piece of
There was several kids, not just one.
Right. They were kicking out windshields and shit.
No, they was not. You didn't read the story at all, did you? You don't know what the fuck's going on.
I did. Just relax.
No, you didn't.
Listen to the
You're making shit up.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I don't want no fake news. What the fuck? This ain't CNN.
We're not CNN or Fox. Fuck them both. Anyway, at the same time, either way, cops go up to the door. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. So and so.
They ain't go to a door.
Why is your little baby's kid over here being an asshole? And the first thing out of their mouth, they don't know because they don't speak English. So they just picked a bicycle up and threw it at the cop and then started swinging on the cops. You
need to read your damn story. Let me tell y'all what happened. The cops were two New York cops were on foot patrol. They were walking. They had several children out like at 1-2 o'clock in the morning. Okay, and a whole bunch of baby kids out there. The cops walked up to the kids and says, "Hey, what y'all doing out here? Where's your parents?" About that time, these two Mexican people come up.
See, now why'd you have to do it?
Because it's the truth. Okay, and
we were trying to bring it out of it, but I guarantee you they're undocumented.
Undocumented and no English. How much
illegal. They were illegal aliens. Okay, their illegal aliens came up.
Knew.
They came up and they started
these days they could be Chinese or Somali.
No. Chinese people.
Nah,
don't fight.
Somalians they just carry around machetes. New York cops wouldn't even go near them.
But anyway, they threw a bike at the cops and all stuff, and they ran off. They ended up having to. They didn't even catch all of them at first. Me personally, I don't see why. Why didn't you throw a bicycle at me and you didn't knock me out, motherfucker? You better. I'm gonna hurt you. Okay. So anyway, they ended up arresting 4 motherfuckers. A Juan Munez, or 25. Alejandro Munez, 42. Chavez person. I don't know,
they're already out.
All of these fucking, bond was set at $50,000 in cash or $150,000 each for a bail's bondman. So I think Kamala went down there and got them all out of jail and with AOC. But anyway,
very possible.
That's what happened. And these are illegal fucking aliens in this country doing this shit to law enforcement. So
they're not the legal. They're not the legal Hispanic residents.
Let's just keep it going, and let's just keep bringing all these fucking let them in. Just let them in.
Yeah, there needs to be a lot more screening going on. I mean, I've said it for years. There's way too many accidents waiting to happen. You got shit pouring across that border, and now people know it. It's not even a secret. Other nations know if you can't get in the legal way, walk across the fucking border. So they bring in this, all the freaking the dudes that look. I mean, how long ago was 9/11? People seem to fucking forget this shit. These same people are out there. They still hate America, if not fucking worse now. So, and they have all of our military equipment from the Middle East we just fucking left over there. So they just literally could bring that shit by cargo ship to South America, right across the fucking border and invade America.
You sure about that?
We're not being defended. I'm a fucking positive.
Okay, because you wasn't sure about that story we just talked about. I was just checking.
Yeah, well, I tried to use, created
just making shit up. This ain't
no, I still got the same gist, did I not? They went to jail.
Not CNN. We tell the truth.
Yeah, no, I got the key points.
No, you
didn't. Yeah, all five.
You had one kid that was where'd the 10-year-old come from? Where the fuck they even come from?
That's actually in the story. I promise you, it's a 10-year-old boy. That's his age.
There had a whole bunch of kids, and they didn't knock on no door.
Several children. 10.
Yeah, 10 kids. Yeah.
But they're Mexican, so they're short.
Why can't you just read the stories?
They might all be full-grown adults. They're only like 5'2".
No, they're not. They're not related to the crossing guard.
Yes, they are. That woman definitely has Hispanic in her blood because she is fucking short.
No, she's straight up from Africa in a pygmy clan.
No, that's assuming. You know what assuming does.
Or all the other midgets from Oz crossover.
No, you talking about she's from fucking Oz, huh? She was a Oompa Loompa?
Yes, they decriminalized drugs. I can't even fucking believe it. When I always thought that weed was going to become legal, but apparently they're like, fuck it. If we can be legal, so can heroin. You guys are fucking morons up there making all those crazy decisions in Washington. You fucks. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, why do I see Air Force One?
What?
Because that's the next story.
I think he's fucking. Are you hallucinating? Did
high?
You eat some mushrooms?
You got some gummies? You need my address?
No. I mean, no. I just took my medicine.
This is Aaron's story about Air Force One.
Yeah, it does tie into the story. So, all right, next story. Again, going to California because it's such a lovely fucking place. And
it is. It's sunny.
This time we're going to Los Angeles, California. A U.S. Secret Service agent was robbed at gunpoint while President Joe Biden was visiting Los Angeles for a fundraising event over the weekend.
How does that happen?
Well, apparently, I got to be honest. This makes me feel better about who's guarding the president. So, the agent was returning from work Sunday night when he was accosted in a residential community in Tustin, which is about an hour's drive southeast of L.A., according to the U.S. Secret Service. Someone called the Tustin police. I keep thinking Robitussin. They called the Tussin police shortly after 9:30.
He needed a lot of that the next morning when he reported
right?
it.
Or maybe he had too much of it to begin with.
Fucking federal agent got robbed.
So apparently he had his gun stolen, or his bag stolen at gunpoint. The agent, who was not injured, fired his gun during the confrontation, police said. Secret Service is unaware if anyone was actually shot. Tustin police Monday said they have not found the suspect, but they did find some of his stolen belongings in the area. And police reported a silver Infiniti FX35 was seen leaving the scene over the weekend at the event where President Biden and former President Barack Obama held a star-studded fundraising event in Los Angeles that brought in $30 million for the campaign. So, yeah, a bunch of rich fucks got this poor Secret Service agent robbed for being completely fucking incompetent, which, again, like I said, makes me feel better about things a little bit.
My thing is you think being a Secret Service guy, he would be a little bit more vigilant on who was coming up behind him and shit like that.
You'd think.
So, I have
a little situational awareness.
I have two theories.
Oh my God.
Either A, they're going to come back down the road and say that whatever was in his custody was important for, say, Hunter's case. Okay. Either that, I'm just throwing assumptions out here, you guys. You know, I like to make guesses. Or that Secret Service agent was getting it sucked in the car, and that chick fucking ran and stole his bag of shit. Or, dude, it is Biden's Secret Service.
Hey, mouth to mouth.
Yep, and he was like, "Fuck! Now I just gotta."
It said gunpoint, not dick point.
Yeah, well, he probably made.
Yeah,
it
but
up.
if you get robbed while you're getting head, are you going to tell him that?
Right. In the agency car, bro. The Secret Service's car. Think about it. He got robbed at gunpoint in a federal vehicle. Like how he's a.
I don't think it actually said he was in the vehicle.
He was on his way to work, right? Or was his way
No,
home?
no, he was outside the car. You're making shit up again.
I am. Y'all got to fact check it, man. That's just
no, I don't.
The agent was not injured, but he fired shots.
Right, so he could have just shot him out the window after she robbed him.
Was accosted in a residential community, so it doesn't really say whether he was in or out of the car. So yeah, getting a little road scully before he went home could be a distinct possibility.
Right, he don't want his wife to find out, and he don't want his fucking. He definitely don't want Biden to find out, because Biden will be like, "Now you have to suck my dick to keep your job." I'm just throwing a guess out there.
No, Biden will be like, pudding, and then whoever's running things will be
change
like,
my
"You gotta suck
diaper.
my dick."
Yeah, exactly. And while you're down there,
and I mean, Biden's basically a Roomba at this point. So I mean,
I love that video. He just can't figure it out.
First, we're going to talk about this guy now.
I love how the lighting from the background actually shades over my face.
This guy right here.
It's like I'm setting an inmate flag.
About
he's got neck tattoos. I bet you he went to Harvard.
Oh yeah, definitely an honor student. Feeds the poor
Fucking
on the weekend.
That's it. Well, he probably does.
Oh, look at the goodest boy
in a jumpsuit. Yeah, he's a good boy.
Unfortunately, this good boy is dead.
Oh.
You say fortunately?
I said unfortunately.
He said unfortunately.
I'm like, I didn't hear that. I'm like,
this guy right here was arrested. A Gary man. He got a split verdict this past Wednesday. He was convicted of killing a police dog and acquitted of shooting at the cop here. So he got found guilty of killing his dog, but not guilty of shooting at
10
him.
years, right?
Jurors acquitted Spencer Patterson of attempted murder after he was charged with the shooting at Sergeant Angel Lonzo. They convicted Patterson of battery by means of a deadly weapon, 2 counts of resisting law enforcement, and 1 count of striking a law enforcement animal. He's to be sentenced July 12th. They said he was evading arrest. He killed the dog Falco, then opened fire on the officer. Patterson shot the dog. Let me finish. Calm yourself a second there. Just calm down. He said This dirtbag's lawyer said there was no evidence, including bullet casings or holes, that showed Patterson opened fire on the officer after the cops searched over in that backyard metal detector. They were trying to justify the shooting at my client 6 times. So anyway, the only thing I can say is these jurors are fucking complete morons, or this guy's lawyer was really fucking good, okay? First of all, though, to me personally, I don't know how it is there. I'm pretty sure in Louisiana, if he would have shot and killed this dog in this state, he'd have got tried and most likely convicted of murder of a police officer, because they're considered police officers here, not just a fucking police
They're
canine.
not a dog.
So this motherfucker would have been going away. He'd have been going away for life for killing this fucking dog right here. I'm curious to see how much time this piece of shit's going to get.
It's weird how deputies don't ever have to do that.
Fucking juries and stuff like that. You never know. Or the lawyer's really fucking good. I don't
understand, because I can tell you right now, as somebody that's known a lot of good canine handlers, I don't understand if he was still actively firing at the police, how he ever made it to fucking court. It's kind of like Grady Judd always said in his infinite wisdom when they asked him how many or why he shot that man, or they shot that man so many times. And he replied, it was the same incident. Canine officer and everything. And he told him, because we ran out of bullets. Otherwise, in referring to the fact that we should have emptied out more rounds. That's one of ours. Don't touch our dogs and don't touch our fucking families.
All right. Why don't you go on with your next story, since it is still June?
See, this is a shitty one that I couldn't even open.
Oh, my God. What you want to make up about it?
No, I don't know. Oh, this is the good one where he's like, they were accusing him of all kinds of sexual shit, and he finally goes, I'm fucking gay, even though I've been married for 30 years. Yeah, it won't let me open it. Bastard. Open it in news break. I fucking hate this app.
He's an ex-chief. I think 4 or 5 women are trying to sue him and the city for like $5 million or some shit like that.
Well, it is the season for that, isn't it?
He just came out as gay. Well, when I watched some of the videos, that he was kind of gay.
Was injured in
a struggled with over the last 4 years that I'm a gay Latino man.
Until this interview with radio host Jason Rantz, Adrian Diaz insisted he never felt compelled to discuss his sexuality. But then came a $5 million lawsuit from female officers accusing him of being a sexual harasser.
Just because you're a gay man doesn't mean that you can't be a misogynist. But I know who I am, and I know what I've done.
As part of that lawsuit, one female officer said Diaz made her uncomfortable with frequent comments about her appearance and dress. She also alleged he tried to invite himself to her home under the guise of doing house repairs.
And I know that I've been always true to myself and always treated people well and respectfully. I've never done that. And so I think that was really those challenges on your character are really hard.
All this as Diaz revealed he just interviewed to be the possible new
Houston or Texas or something. I think he did it. You know why? You know why I think he did it? Because he was trying to assert his masculinity out, because he didn't want to admit that he liked sucking dick. So he harassed these women.
Well, wait, but sexually? Or did he
didn't touch him. He just I think he
was being an asshole.
If he didn't touch them, they don't deserve any fucking money.
Not nowadays.
He made them feel unsafe.
He made them feel unsafe.
Awkward,
Well, he made
hostile
them
work
feel unsafe
environment.
like fucking 30 years ago or some shit or
He
something.
made them feel bad about their uniforms.
Stacy's right. He says if he's gay, he's totally qualified to critique the female officer's attire.
That's exactly it,
Like,
Stacy.
he probably said, "Damn, girl, that camel's so deep.
Your pants look fat. You need to fucking.
That camel's so deep in you, I could drive a Mack truck between your legs."
What's my theme song, Iceman? Come on. That's my category. I got it.
Oh, it's Raining Men? Oh, you got it all right. Yeah. No, you butthole.
No,
all right. We're just going to move on. Aaron.
Thank God.
This is in Louisiana.
I thought that the chick dude thing, I thought that was a tranny. When I
thought that was the chief too at first.
Yeah, I thought it was the police chief dressed as a woman. I'm like, he's actually a pretty woman.
Well, no, he's not. All right,
Yeah.
so this
He's
one
a
is in
bald man.
Louisiana. I mean, if you're into big bald Mexican dudes, there you go. But no judgment.
Yeah, like
Do your
Iceman.
thing.
That's why he's got that tan.
Not Mexican.
Filter. So, all right. Advocates ask federal judges to keep the prisoners out of Angola's fields on the hottest days of the year because obviously, if
No.
you're in one of Angola's fields, you're there to enjoy yourself. So
You're there
this
because
is
you
in
fucking
Baton
earned it.
Rouge. We have advocates for the inmates at Louisiana State Penitentiary asked federal judge to keep prisoners out of the Angola complex's massive agricultural fields during the hottest days of the year. U.S. District Judge Brian Jackson did not immediately rule on the request for a temporary restraining order. I should hope not. The complaint is, we know men are being forced to work the fields with their bare hands without proper equipment, without shade, without sunscreen, without clean water, under threat of serious harm. Yes, and I'm sure they're all there voluntarily, and it's not that they did something to fucking deserve the treatment. But I digress.
If you're in Angola, you earn death. You're just you're only alive because the judge fucking likes you enough to keep you alive. That's it, bitch.
So this is Lydia Wright, the Associate Director of Civil Litigation at the Promise of Justice Initiative, says the combination of heat and humidity amounted to cruel and unusual punishment in violation of the U.S. Constitution. No, it amounts to weather, you twat. So,
global warming, baby.
Ronald Marshall, one of several plaintiffs in this case, said this is the first time a federal judge has considered restrictions on the farm line, which inmates work acres of lands in the agricultural fields. In the lawsuits, the plaintiff asks that field work not occur when the temperature is 88 degrees or hot. You fucking pussies.
What, the wintertime is the only time they can work?
Hot. Yeah, no, they can only work in the spring and fall when it's nice, and they have to have their sunbonnets.
No, that's not that 88 is like winter here.
Yeah, no,
Any
88 is
judge-
fucking retarded.
Any judge that would grant that would never sit after the next election. They would immediately get rid of that judge.
88 degrees. My God, this Louisiana.
But that exactly. And the thing about it is there is only one man I'm aware of that does not belong in Angola. That poor man that bought a dime bag of weed and he's in there for life. That I'm an advocate for that sumbitch. He don't deserve to be in that shithole. He at least needs to have air conditioning and free medical weed from Florida or something. I don't know.
Let me tell you what. 88 degrees. I would be in favor of this if the temperature had to be 108 degrees, and I'd say, okay, give them a break today. 108, and they would probably get a few days off. Now, I'm talking about the actual heat being 108, not the heat index, but just actual heat. But 88 degrees, really? No,
Can't get it in the wintertime in the shade.
No.
I don't know. That one day I came there and it was negative 30. That shit was cold.
This over here, like I said,
little sweet high temperatures.
Oh yeah,
they are self-sufficient, Stacy. That's what they're doing. They're out working in the fields, growing their own vegetables and shit.
Yeah, they work their own meat and shit too.
That's why they're out there working. So I'm like, all right, y'all don't want to work? Guess what? Y'all gonna be some hungry motherfuckers when we ain't got no food to eat.
There's plenty of documentation, videos, and stuff like that on Angola, to where they show the rodeo and the food, and hell, they've got their own cemetery there. Iceman walked me through the entire museum himself. It's pretty damn cool the way it's ran, but it is designed for the worst of the worst. So zero fucking pity for those people. I'm sorry. The only fact that you're still breathing is because the judge liked you.
And just a little side note for anybody that might be concerned about these poor souls that are in there suffering unjustly. There's already, contrary to what these assheads are saying, there's already policies in place that if the heat index exceeds 88 degrees, they have to have rest and water breaks every half hour once the heat alert is issued. So they're literally just being whiny little twats.
They go out there with large water coolers
wagons
and all that shit like that. They have hats
like
and
football players,
and they're not digging the fields with their fingernails. They have hose and shovels and all that shit like that. Now,
like a ditch line.
This last story, I'm just going to mention it. I said happy Juneteenth, of course. Now we're going to go to Texas, where they had a Juneteenth celebration over the weekend, and only 2 people got shot and killed. No, 2 people only got killed, but 6 got injured at this little water park, including, little children and stuff like that. So, again, happy Juneteenth. Go out and shoot somebody, because that's what seems to be the premise of it.
I don't fucking get it. I don't. And it's like, the crazy thing is, it's like living down here in the South, we don't see that crazy shit. It's these blue cities that want no laws. With less laws comes more crime. It's a natural thing. Less cops enforcing laws means more crime. You embolden the criminal. It's just, I feel really sorry for the poor souls that are physically or financially trapped in one of those places. I really do hope that a friend or family gets the fuck out of those places. But
all right, so I'm gonna do the free T-shirt thing in a second. While I'm doing that, y'all can vote on the hot nut stories. We're gonna use the man that stole the federal agent's car and went in a car chase at 120 miles an hour. We got the idiot sovereign citizen that wants to call and threaten the cop. We got the stupid asses in California with the supposed sideshow thing. We got the Oregon politicians that, won't let the cops arrest people with drugs no more, gives them a choice. And we're going to go with the people wanting to let the inmates not have to work when it's 88 degrees. I'm going with the don't forget the crossing guard.
that's pretty. I mean, that is pretty much hot nuts. Were they high schoolers at least?
No, they were
middle schoolers.
The feds. I'm gonna go with
fucking up. That's. But I would
actually, the feds are pretty bad too.
Actually, I'm gonna say my hot nuts is gonna be everybody messing with the young lady for your interview tomorrow.
Well, my hot nuts would be for you for not knowing how to read your fucking stories.
Well, it happens once in a while. I'm sorry, sir.
Every week.
Once a week.
It is.
Yeah,
it
once
isn't
a
every
week.
Well, one story a week usually. This is the first time I've missed a couple.
You realize that a lot of these people listen all the time, right?
Yeah, I love every one of them
and
for it.
So they know when you're lying.
By the way, I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in every single week and listening to the show. What the fuck is that?
That's me.
Well, you just like watching the show?
No, I'm pulling up Facebook so I can look to see who's going to win on the T-shirt.
Okay, so you were just making noise. I understand. Anyway, yeah, I love every single one of you guys. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming once a week. I'm sure. Hopefully, you guys are coming a lot more than once a week. But regardless, for popping in.
I'm married,
oh, shit. Once a year, huh? Fuck. Your birthday? Is it at least a happy
birthday's
day?
right around the corner.
Oh, no, I did not tell the... Oh, so everybody, while you got time to vote. Okay. So, they call them the Chola Surprise. Okay? When you ever see the Spanish girls and they got the fucking Sharpie fucking eyebrows that go straight up and down and they always look surprised? So my new thing every time I see it, because I see it a lot on a daily basis now. I mean, I was like, holy shit. I just assumed their eyebrows might do that. No, straight up. They're straight up like either tattooed or Sharpied on there. So it's either a Chola Surprise or you just scream at them. Like when I'm driving by in the passenger seat or whatever, or at a mall and you see one, you just be like, oh, surprise. And they're like, what? And I'm like, no. Oh, I thought you were surprised. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, we do have.
I can actually open my eyes.
We do have a winner. It was close. I don't know if y'all saw the picture. You have to go on Facebook. We did have some good ones though. Bacon cooked. His was said, "Mom." I did like it. Roy S. just was admiring it. Trey Allman said, "Ride 'em, cowboy." Jet Diesel did have a good one. It said, "Is that my sister?" Yeah, it's a good one. I like that one too. Clint, who was in the, I don't know if he's still here or not, but he was in the chat, said, "You got the hook tar on that." Jason said, "The password to enter." Aaron said, "I guess you know what you're in for." Well, Jared Nitrous said that's a Texas tramp stamp. And the winner, who I believe might still be here, who's been in the chat all night. Oh, Miss, what's up, Megan? If you're still here.
Hey, Megan.
No, the winner is not you. The winner is Stacy McClendon, who's been in the chat all night. And she got the most likes and laughy faces. Hers says, "When you take your farmers only dating profile too far," which is very funny. Stacy, if you're still here, you just hit me in my DM with your address and a good face pic, because I need it to do the T-shirt, in your address, so in a T-shirt size. Kind of a color range you might like. Just let me know. But you got to do that. So Stacy won the T-shirt.
You ever gonna let me post stuff on the normal podcast page again?
No. I didn't ban you. You got yourself locked out from Facebook for putting stupid shit up, and they locked you, not me. And I don't go every day to look. Now I have to approve certain people's shit, and I don't go check it to approve y'all shit all the time.
I know. I'm
Because
just saying, I've been
you
a
got
good
your
boy.
shit, and you got your. No, you're not a good boy. If you were a canine in my house, I would probably be hitting you with a rolled up newspaper on a daily basis. Just saying.
I'd hump your leg. I'd
Just
fucking hump your
saying. We're gonna give I guess the feds getting their car stolen the hot nuts tonight, because you don't want to be a fed. Or we're gonna add the feds and the Secret Service together, since they're both government cops.
I think the Fed was getting a sloppy toppy. There ain't no way fuck he got surprised.
Yeah.
Unless he was fucking high with Hunter.
So, like I said, just send me a message, Stacy, on your T-shirt size, a good face pic that you want to use, and a whole head pic, and kind of just a general color.
But yeah, well, she appears to be white.
Billy, I saw a guy on a thing he's saying Deuce Canoe. They had a dude that actually stole a car and then stole a canoe and tried to get away from the cops down a river.
Great.
I did see that.
It's a good idea if they don't have canoes or.
No, they did catch him.
Dumbass. I mean, I've seen people fucking just take off swimming.
Yeah, it usually don't work either. I'd hate to be that Secret Service guy that got robbed at gunpoint.
Yeah.
How embarrassing.
Might embarrassing.
How embarrassing.
Yeah, it's really hard to explain that one, isn't it?
Hey, just a little time for the shooting over the weekend that you were talking about.
I don't think she would want to do that.
No, probably not, Clint. I was gonna say, for just so you know, those are amateur numbers for Chicago for the same weekend: 9 killed and 64 wounded.
Yeah, Chicago. Damn.
And that was probably in 30 minutes.
Well, no, that was over the whole weekend. I got a website that actually tracks all that stuff. They even have a category specifically for people getting shot in the ass.
I mean, if I lived right down the road from the fucking place, I guess I would want all the stats before I went shopping for groceries that day.
Well, host Darrell wanted me to mention. I wasn't gonna mention. I'll just throw it out there real quick. If everything works out okay, I'm supposed to be doing an interview tomorrow when I get home from work. Okay, I don't know if y'all remember the story a while back of the lady, the woman that got she has an OnlyFans page, and she had her OnlyFans stuff on the back of her vehicle, and they kicked her kids out of the private Christian school and all that stuff like that. I'm supposed to be interviewing her. Her name, she goes by as Piper. We've been talking She agreed to do an interview, and that's supposed to be tomorrow. I would put this interview out Saturday. Now, I will, she calls in like these guys do, and the video portion of it will be on for the Patreons. They will be able to watch the interview.
But everybody will be able to hear it, right?
Everybody will be able to hear it. The audio will go out to everybody for free. I'm saying if you want to watch the interview with her, you'll have to join the Patreon and do that. So
because
it ought to be interesting.
Do you have a photo of the rear of the vehicle, like where it's up?
No, not on here
yet. Okay,
but
I was going to say it doesn't say anything grotesque, right? It says OnlyFans, so
yeah,
it's a logo,
it's just her OnlyFans thing with her thing. So, yeah, that's it.
So here's my issue that I'm saying that they shouldn't get all butthurt about it is what's good for the goose is good for the gander. For how long did we have to say or see everyone driving around with "fuck the police" on their windows all over the city? And I had to explain what "fuck the police" meant when, my family's always been law enforcement. You have all of these things, you had people putting "kill Donald Trump" on their windows. Okay. Schools didn't say shit. Okay. This young lady, I don't know what she did for a living. It is not my fucking business. She has the same freedom of speech as everybody that puts all that hate. As a matter of fact, I do believe that there was a case where a man got arrested because he had a sticker on the back of his truck that said, "I eat ass." That is a hell of a lot more grotesque than OnlyFans. And after he got arrested, if I'm not mistaken, he got paid a lot of money for a wrongful arrest suit. So if I can look that up and get back with you, Iceman, but if that's accurate, then, I'm usually pretty accurate on the stories I look
probably
at.
has a suit.
Well, me and
she
her
has a suit, and I think that she has it. And personally, in my personal opinion, they fucked her on it. It's that's her vehicle. I do understand now if she had pictures of her boobs on the side of the vehicle, or something negative or grotesque that says I perform certain acts on the side of the vehicle, maybe. But being it was just a company logo like McDonald's or Walmart, no, I had to stare at "fuck the police" and shit like that all over everybody's cars. So then she has the same rights as everyone.
Well, like I said, me and her chatted for a few seconds today, and because and she said the only thing she wouldn't talk about was her where she exactly lives at, her exact location. Which
we don't even want to know.
No. I don't blame anyone for that. And then
I wouldn't tell you where I live.
Then
I will.
And she will not. And I would never ask anyway, but she won't talk about the ages of her children, nor the
care about family,
stuff like that. So she says, other than that, she said she's wide open to talk about whatever. So
that's wild. Iceman didn't tell me all that shit.
So this is her. So I'll have her on video. That'll be her.
Not here. Freebird to say something.
That's Miss Piper. So we will be having her on, and I'll release that Sunday for the audio, and the video I'll probably put out before Sunday for all the Patreon. So if you want to watch videos or interviews and stuff like that, you'll have to go join up on the Patreon.
It's fucked up. I got to listen to the free version. And I work for the show. So does Freebird. He can just call in T-Bird.
Yeah, T-Bird still got her account. All right, everybody. I appreciate everybody watching.
Yesterday, his ass better pay for a year's subscription.
Yeah, he could. Hope everybody has a good week. Remember to watch your back, watch your partner's back. I totally appreciate old AA Ron down there. To tell the people where to go listen to you and where to find you.
All right, you can go listen to me anywhere you can find podcasts available, or you can go to ihadtosayitpodcast.com, and there's a bunch of links there, or there's an embedded player that you can just click play on the thing. You could sign up for the Patreon. You can sign up through Buy Me a Coffee if you don't want to sign up with Patreon, or you could
That's an option?
Yeah, actually it is.
Fuck, Iceman. There's an option to have people buy us shit, click a button?
They don't actually buy you a coffee.
No, they give you $5 so you can go buy your own coffee out there. $5.
That should be an option.
There's
Work on
options
that
for
shit.
one-time donations. Yeah, we can talk about that shit off the air. But yeah, and that is basically me talking about whatever happens to be stuck in my craw at the moment. Or occasionally we have guests on. Iceman's been on it. I still got to get Holster and I to get some time scheduled where we're at the same time. You know, and I will pretty much. There is no such thing as off limits when it comes to. I mean, what I will talk about. There are certain things I don't really tolerate. I've had to explain that to one guy that wanted to come on the show because he basically wanted me to just give him a platform to be a piece of shit, and I wasn't going to do it. He's like, well, I thought you said you don't censor. And I was like, no, I don't. I said, I will say whatever the hell I want.
That wasn't Crazy Joe, was it?
Douchebag, and I'm not going to give you a platform.
Was it?
New Yorker.
That Crazy Joe dude from New York?
No.
That fucker tried to get on mine, and I'm glad somebody warned me about him.
No, but no, I've had a few. I had one guy who's a sovereign citizen type. He's like, dude, you should totally let me come on. I'm like, no, you're a fucking retard.
Yes.
I'm like, I'm sorry. No, that's not how it works. Thank you. Come again. And then, you know, a couple other guys, I had a flat earther dude that was like, I want to come on. And I'm like, no, because we're not going to get along. I mean, I don't care if you believe the earth is flat.
Me and him should come on your show together.
Oh, shut up. You know the world's not flat.
It's more like a CD.
Oh, my God. Look, everybody. We'll have to talk about this off air.
Like a banana.
Y'all go like, follow, and listen to Aaron. He's one of my go-to listen. He's very entertaining, and I love listening to him just bitch about stuff. He's great. Look, Billy agrees. Thanks, everybody remember, we're not sheepdogs around here. We're lions, and y'all check out. Hopefully that interview comes through, and everything will be great. Till next episode, be safe.
Rawr.
You just totally missed it.
'Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day.